Great and beautiful morning, afternoon, and evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this moment. Welcome to 281 edition of Investdata Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. Today is the last trading day of the week, and I'll tell you that across the globe, even our local market is mixed and flat, and it's as a result of what different factors as a result of investors designing what is happening in terms of economic activities and also expectation of different macroeconomic data and almighty outcome of what of Fed meeting coming up next week. As to speak, I'll tell you that wait and see attitude is what investors across the globe are playing to see exactly what Fed will do. Because I told you earlier that there were expectation that Fed will also pause this time with rate hike, and as we're seeing all other central banks in that Western world at the same time, hiking rate with almost 5 basis points in the last in the last few days within this week under review. I will tell you that that is why all eyes on what the Fed will do next week, 14th of June. On that note, investors are still very on the sideline, waiting for waiting to see what Fed will do before they can launch or take any action as we speak. That is why you can see that in US market, I will tell you it's a mixed market this morning as a result of many factors. One, you can see that recently we saw the regulator SEC over there climbing down on some no cryptocurrency exchange, and that also have led to rating agents to kind of downgrade some of them, especially the coin-based company that has been downgraded by the credit rating agency in that domain. And at the same time, also you can see that positioning in a tech company has increased even when all eyes are still in that Fed meeting. But in midst of all this, which also I would say kudos to investors in that matured economy. As we speak, S&P is making a new high in 2023. You can see even when other indices like Dow Jones and Nasdaq are still oscillating, you can see that S&P has given a clear direction where it's going. And also, if you look at what is also happening in Europe as we speak, because of technical recession that is already emanating or kind of showing up in that zone. That is why all eyes are still on what European Central Bank also be doing in their next, because if we are seeing technically manifestation of what recession in that zone, we have seen the data that came from Germany being the biggest economy in that region. You can see also it telling you that something is not right. Even when you see the economic data in that zone also, it's missed. Even when we saw a little decline in inflation, still we are seeing that job rate and also potential margin index are not looking in this direction. That is why that zone also was seen a technical like that earlier in recession is also weighing on stock in that environment. And as all eyes are still on what Fed will do. But to plan it off, if you look at Asia market, even Asia market is recovering as a global yield also kind of tick down. I'm telling you that the figure that came from in terms of potential margin index or consumer price index for the month of May from China was the kind of disappointment. Why? Because I see that prices of things in China are also has looking a tick up again. That's that the purchasing or the consuming or demand for oil as expected might likely to slow down. That has been a concern that's also driving the volatility we're seeing in the oil market. And that's why I tell you that for me, oil sector is most cyclical sector we have seen ever. Because even this morning we have seen oil price now, but as we speak now, it has rebounded again. No one news or the other, even when it's set to close for another week loss, but still you can see that it's oscillating. And I'll tell you what is happening in the oil sector, in crude oil market or commodity market in terms of oil, has also supported what we are seeing that today, most of the inflation data and most of the economy are climbing down because oil prices are relatively below $80, which is good. For all these things that are driving, even as all eyes are still on Canada, job report today, employment report. We're also looking at to see also what Fed will do in the next meeting. You can see these are things shaping the whole market. Asia market as we speak now, even with the equity market trying to recover, still there are still some concern, because of what? Because of China disappointed inflation figure, which also is also putting kind of pressure in the world in the Asia Asia market, FS market dipping as to speak because of what? Because of this China data in terms of inflation that came to the public was not too encouraging. This also pushed a lot of concern towards this zone because of large companies or large economy like China and the US that are still struggling. And if you look at the outlook of the global economy that are also been downgraded to around 2.7, which I said is even our economy is not left behind Nigeria, we can see that this also has a way of playing out in the market. But I told you that in all this, it is time for investors to know that in this all the volatility, in all this uncertain environment, you can see that there's opportunity for us to make money. If you remember what happened, pandemic period, see at that period that market suffer in the highest loss, people still make money. That means you as a trader or investor, it is time for you to be designing in nature to know exactly what to do and why you are in the market. That's why setting well toward your trading plan from the one, or having your investment objective from the one is very, very important, because your investment objective will guide you to know your trading plan, and the trading plan helps you also to know the entry and exit price, the kind of stock you buy, the kind of risk tolerance you should know. This your plan will stay with that. And when you trade your plan, doing all this, I tell you, you will be at the winning side, unless you are guessing. That's why in this traders and investor community we have on the online here, we're having on our premium group and every other platform, is for us to educate investor on how to take information. Even when there's uncertainty, if you understand the market, you can still make money. I will tell you that anywhere in the world, people say that capital market is the stock market is the very way to hedge against inflation. I agree with them, and those that are doubting it can know that if you try other investment in windows, as we speak, especially in our nation Nigeria today, where inflation is also reading around 22.22, and we are seeing all these fixed income return below 16, below 15. I will tell you, it will take a long time to say you are coming out, you are earning above inflation, and that is why for me, those that have taken the time to attend our master class, and even those that attended the Invest 2023, I will tell you free on this platform that those that attend Invest 2023, as you speak, out of your 10 golden stock, 6 of them have even given an average of more than 50% if you go and check from year to date in those that attended. But also for those that were in the master class for 2023, that was on the 2nd of January. That portfolio alone, the stock that made that has given us about 53.8, which also more than double the inflation rate. That means if you have that only five stock that were given that class in your portfolio, you are good to go. And those that attended master class for Q2 was wow. As to speak, average return in that, where we have not exhausted our 91 days, but as to speak now, even some have taken profit and all, but I'll tell you the average return in that portfolio is 75 points, which is triple what the inflation will be doing today. Double, more than what will I say in terms of the market performance year to date on that portfolio loan. It tells you that if you are in the right community where you see experts, you see those that are experienced, those that are also playing and invest in the market, guiding and also sharing what they are, also you bring your own, I will tell you it will help you to work to stay ahead of the market. That's why I will tell you take time and make arrangement to attend the coming master class, which is coming up on the 1st of July this year, so that you will be part of those that also will smile to the bank. As I'm telling you, all those people that attended this master class, when we call the way they smile is different, because they have made money, even when others are complaining, even when there's a subsidy removal, as we speak, even when inflation goes to even at 30%, there are some position that you can take in the market. At the end of the day, you'll be earning more than what inflation is doing, but you must take what decision to be where you can learn, because I tell you that knowledge is power. The only school I know that you don't graduate in learning is in investment school. Whether you're a professor, whether you have been in the market for you learn, because as event changes, as season and time comes and go, you must change your strategy. That means you continue to learn. Just like people say in the school of marriage, you don't graduate. Also in the school of investment, you don't graduate. You know that once you invest more, you get more strategy, then it will become easier for you to take decision. People say, what are you doing? How do you do it? Because you have come past the front of the market, you have set your strategy, you have tested the strategy, and it is working for you. You don't struggle again because you are implementing the strategy you have already. But you must invest loss and gain for you to have that strategy that works for you, and you stick to it. That's why I look forward to see you all in this platform on the master class that are coming up July 1st. And I tell you earlier that the fee for the master class is 50K for participants, and those that will pay on or before 20th to have 10% that are not in the premium class. For those that are in the premium class, you enjoy what your 25% discount from the one. Remember as member what you enjoy in this kind of training. Any training that we're doing in Investdata for this period, you know that you have 25% discount already. It's part of the Jumbo Pack, which you subscribe to. There's no cost for that. But for you to enjoy your 25%, you must also make your payment on or before what? On or before the 20th of June. So that people after that, even though we are in the group again, you have to keep to what I said. Then you're also going to pay the full amount. That's why I encourage those that are in the premium group, you to pay 25% on or before what? On the 20th of June. And others are enjoy 10% discount for coming on board. And I'll tell you, when you come on board, you will know that yes, you have missed in this year's past because of what? This is a community where we have been consistent since 2012 and Masterclass started 2020. 2020, and since then we have been consistent on a quarterly basis, and all the returns are always there, which always showcase when we're going to do the next one, so that you know what the last quarter has done. It's already Masterclass is 90 days position, which I believe that investors or traders, any market you are trading, you need to take advantage of this community of traders, and also share where we use a simple analysis, our fundamental, technical, and the common sentiment report. We combine all this together to make information to pick our stock, and in all this that will give you your buy range, your stop loss, all will be spread out there, so that for those that can buy and sell signal, you know all this already. And sell buy signal, you can see how we are giving sell alert this period, because the market is already on a sell what? On a sell market. You need to take advantage of this sell market to buy, so that when it pull back, as the market gather more strength or more momentum to break out, we also go with the momentum, and market will take us also to the next level. We have seen already that market has given us a what we call local market, are giving us what we call bearish divergent, and we have to also be careful, so that when it corrects again today, we can now start coming in again. We have to take advantage of this and take profit in the market. We are saying all the markets across the globe are still what? Mixed and flat. Back to our market this morning, we want to look at what is happening in the market. Well, I can say that we are seeing more notification of resolution of companies, AGM outcome and all those stuff, and also the notification of standard dealings, which is welcome. That people have more confidence in the company, then it shows that yes, this is a new market for us. And also we are seeing the positive disposition of investors to the new economic policy or outlook for the new government. And once they start rolling out their guidelines and implementation, that also give the market more momentum, that will put the market up. For me, there's no cause for alarm. 2023 is still, like I said in one of the class either 2 weeks ago or a month ago, that likely to get a high return in 2023. Even being election year, we're going to be where we have more cleaning compared to election year sorry, that we saw a good gain of almost more than 20%. This year is possible. As speaking year to date, markets already been around 9.31. We like that before in the second half of the year, with more results coming, we've seen positive numbers. We want to see market keeping on breaking out the 65,000 mark that we had in 2008 is possible, but I believe that it might not be immediately, but I said it earlier, in 2024, before 2024 finish, if the market continue this way and implementation of this policy or the government, the government economy will put us on the right direction. I will tell you that when foreign investors start coming back to this market, they will meet you and I in this market, and that will be the time that market will do, because when they come with their currency, because we have gotten it right, that's going to impact positively on our market. And this is time for you to start laying that foundation. That's why I look forward to see you in that master class, where we'll be sharing the stock to buy, at the same time giving you all the things you needed to guide you, as investor, and also as those that are also going to trade, what you should be doing, even how to balance your portfolio. We'll rank everything there, and it's going to guide you as we speak. Yes, back to the market. Here I said look at the local market. Our market, we saw our market by pulling back yesterday to trade below the line of 50,000 yesterday, as high cap stock like Dangote and Stanbic and others suffer losses yesterday. This morning we saw the market also open in red, but good as we speak now. I see market also trying to side trend, coming back to green marginally, which is a good news for the market. I will tell you, as we speak now, market is doing 55,974.50, up by 17.91. Market is still around the 0.04, almost 0.5, 0.4. I believe that before the market close, we'll know where you're. But as we speak, market also is on a positive market breadth. You have 18 gainers at this hour and 15 on the red side. this is the position of the market. But want to look at the top losers as we speak now, the market, we are seeing that ABC Transport is leading the pack, followed by Suno Assurance. You can see that Quickis is among them. Farmadeco and PZ is also among them. Profit taking in PZ for me, it's not a bad news, but for those that are in that stock, don't need to panic because we are looking to see the award audited account in this month of June. We have seen already, which is giving us a close period for the award for their board meeting to approve their result for the year ended April 2023. Look for also to see that of PZ. For me, PZ pullback is an opportunity for those that are not in pullback. But if pullback, PZ will go back, will go with what the figure we have seen so far. Don't forget that this is a company that has been so generous in terms of dividend payout. I tell you, it is earnings and this dividend payout that supports price. It also depends on your own investment objective. Yet it's not a good news that they are selling their property, but anytime they sell their property, they share with their shareholders. You can see the impact in their previous year, 2022 financial year, where they made almost around the 2 naira something, and they paid the investor 1 naira 1 kobo. Now already as at their third quarter, we have seen in PZ, we have seen 2 naira 85 kobo earning per share. For me, if they're able to make 3 naira and 340 projection I'm doing at the end of the full year, nothing no less than 150 should come, and if that comes, you still push PZ up. I don't forget that PZ dividend is off, no dividend time. For that, we expect to see what the market was for here. For me, this is period to start buying because I believe that before the three dividend start coming, would have also qualify and also be ready to take before another opportunity for the interim dividend that will come from what from August, especially for those banking stock that always have to send their results early or late. But I think that before end of August, starting those banking results. But like I just said, I just mentioned the loser chart on the top losers. Also, we look at the on the flip side, the gainers chart, the top stock that are dominating that chart, that are at the peak of the chart as we speak. You need to look at those stock. Right now, we're seeing Name Insurance leading, followed by we're seeing also Golden Brewery. This a brewery company also coming up here. We can also see Tantalizer, peak, which is the correlation, and also Japan Gold. Japan Gold is not slowing down at all. Almost getting to 50 kobo now, 48 kobo on the thread. That started gaining. That stock has been on bid, but you have to trade with caution. Even when you are seeing a kind of improvement or turnaround in their earnings, you have to play with caution. I believe that many people that understand what I mean. This same Japan have stopped people for many years unable to sell. It's coming up now. If you want to trade, know why you're there. Don't be greedy. Enter and know how to come out. That's why you must look at the chart of any stock that you want to trade at any given time, because I tell you, market or individual stock will also maintain this 4 phase of the market of accumulation, markup, and also distribution and markdown, and which is decline. You want to find out which level or which stage of this circle is what is the stock at that particular time to go a long way to guide us. When it comes to chart, we want to discuss other things in that regard. Then if you call as I said earlier, the stock that I've mentioned them already, I said Name Insurance, I can see here, and also Golden Brewery, I see the Fertilizer, Wapik, and the Japan. But if you look at the stock that are leading on the top trade, I can see FCMB have traded more than 200 million shares this morning. Also followed by Fidelity, 22.91 million shares, Japan Gold, 18.45 million shares. You can see UBN, Union Bank, also about 12.57 million shares traded so far, and FBN Holding is what the next, around 1370. That traded so far 11.12 million shares at this moment. This is the state of the market. But we quickly want to come to the chart now to see what is happening in the market, to see the momentum in the market there, so that we know what investors are doing with their position right away. That is why it's a live market, so that you can catch the clip of what is happening, and also you can quickly adjust your position and move with the market. Yes, if I want to call out our indicator. Before I do that, you can see where the market is going. Like I tell you, you must look at the direction of the market. Market is already saturated. Even when trying to pull back yesterday at a form that is same today, we saw a bullish hammer, at the same time a top reversal pattern as at close of trade yesterday. But this morning we're seeing the market oscillating, but starting to saturate now. can see that even at the market remain a bit strong, but the momentum are feeling divergent between the market index and also the momentum, the strength behind that momentum. That's why you need to be very careful. As I said earlier, that we're already seeing a very divergent. It tells that the momentum is not going in the same direction with what the index. It tells you that market is already on the sell market, that a correction is underway any moment from now. And that correction for me is not out of place. It's part of the market because it is when this correction comes, market will gather more momentum to surpass this resistance level and also forge ahead for to create wealth for investors or traders in the market. Let's quickly cut our indicators up at this hour. I'm going to use MACD so that I can show you the divergence we were seeing already in this market. MACD here, we also call our money flow and our T line. T line is more also our resistance and support level for us to know where the market is, so that we don't joke with it in any of our analysis. The masterclass, different training, we have to refer to T line because it's important as what as a resistance and support level to guide you what to do to see if the market is really running on a good trajectory. You will know how far the speed is and also the strength, the momentum behind that. You need to understand all this. Here, this is the general market as to speak. Market has gradually formed cup and handle. You can see it here, a saucer and here. But the good news is that even when market has formed cup and handle, trading above the T line, yesterday, the market testing that T line yesterday before rebounded at the end of the day. If you have booked this T line down yesterday, that was also a clear what, a downtrend market. Yes, already the momentum of the market is maintaining, to speak, a downtrend is still on, but index are yet to confirm fully to it, because of what? Because investors are still taking position in some of blue chip stock. But let's see how the market will play out at the end of the day, and also we'll discuss the outlook more on what in the premium class tomorrow and what to do at this moment. Is it the time to you to hold your cash? Is it time for you to jump in fully in the market? Also, we'll be discussing this in the what tomorrow question and answer section. Yes, this is the market I showed you earlier. You can see that the market is trading already at this point. Now you can see it here. The market is trending already here. But if you look down here, that is why I said market is showing us a very divergent. But the market is trying to sustain or maintain an uptrend here. Why we are saying that this histogram continue to come down. You can see that it comes down, and also the blue line are considered responding to it. You can see that it has started coming to me. But for me, it was when the market made that bigger move on the 30th of May. I saw after that day, I started present that the momentum in the market is not supporting this movement, and that you can see that since then we have seen the the MACD, despite its lack indicator, telling us that momentum is coming down, and that's why I see market has not really fired up because momentum there's already a very divergent for correction, and that is what we're seeing. But there is another information that will come today, and I told you that earlier that there's no fundamental news apart from next week. We're looking to see the inflation figure and all those stuff, which the consumer price index. But I speak that no market is playing on what on technical. It is true that we are seeing improved volume in the last 2 or 3 days gradually coming, but that volume is also not supporting the market much because we already see that momentum is coming down even when the volume is trying to work to inch up. That means we need to really look at all this when we're taking our investment decision. And also money flow also confirmed that the momentum is also slowing down. Money flow has been looking down even when since then the market here on a daily chart, the market got to this level. You can see that money flow has also been on what on in that trend. So that there's a great disconnection between the index award and the momentum as was in. As we speak now, money flow is trading 77.68. That is below 80. And yesterday it was around 79 point something. Now already still coming down. This will say that market is gradually correcting, but it has not become obvious for you. That's why you as a trader or investor know why on the market. It's time for you to take profit. Any decision we are taking now, we're ready to wait to see the earnings season. That's why we are taking. But for me, our advice, I would just stay aside. Watch the market. For those that take position now, there's no crime in it. Also, why you understand what we are taking, and also what we expect to move, and also what attracted you into that position after very much in that, and you believe that when the results are coming, you're going to see more positive things that will drive the price. You are good to go. But on the strength of the chart, we're seeing market is already on a correction mode, and I believe that for the design investor or trader, You want to wait for a pullback before you can jump in and also take advantage of price correction as well. Looking forward to see. Yes, let's quickly look at the other time frame. As usual, we look at the 1 hour chart before we now go to 15 minutes chart. 1 hour chart can see that market has come below the T line but went up again. As now is flat with the T line. And MACD has told us that market is bearish for all this while. You can see it here on 1 hour chart. And money flow is still looking down. No, I can see this morning down to read the last 63 on the 1 hour chart. We quickly look at our 15 minute chart to see what is the market doing really on 15 minute chart. See on that chart is still not start trending on 15 minute chart. Money flow is looking down and momentum telling us that the MACD is also going bearish as we speak. Look at the where it is now, where the histogram is. You know that it's already crossing the signal line down. That is confirmed that the market is still on a short term, while on a 15 minute chart, you can see that the market is still trading flat and the T line. I believe that any moment from now, either market will go up or break down, but I believe that we're seeing more no indicators pointing towards the bearish correction, and that is that market will likely pull back at the end of the day. Let's quickly look at the other stocks that are making wave this morning in the market, and those that will see that we need to also watch very well to see how they are performing. Let's quickly, I will see that this morning we saw the life of Entana after a rally. Entana and Miss RS, or I would say Miss Oil and also Conoy, while they've been on the gainer start. Why no Total has rally when we saw the move on the last trading day of May. I've not seen Tata, but on this one we expect that they'll be probably taking. Let's see what investors are doing. But I believe that it was obvious this morning we saw profit takers hitting Entana. I want to see as Entana regains momentum, or what is they doing right now. We need to understand now and take position and see our position in Entana. Is it time for us to jump out? Let's also look at it this hour to give us a clue what to do. If you look at the a day chart already a sign of weakness on the stock that touched as high as 14 naira 20 gold this morning, but it has pulled back to trade around there. You can see from the chart now. You can see where it is now, and this was from the day chart. You can see what we are seeing here, a pullback. You can see the price trying to, but you can see also the volume. There's a high volume there on red, but MACD is still very very strong, and money flow has even moved from 90 to what to 90, from 95 to 99. So yesterday it was 95. You can see that it's 97. There's more fun entering the stock. We must also keep our finger crossed on it. Let's see what the 1 hour chart is saying. 1 hour chart is like in the last 2 hours, we are seeing that the stock is making a pullback, serious one, pullback. Also, MACD are giving sign, and money flow also has been fine for that regard. Let's look at also 15 minutes chart. What we are seeing. 15 minutes chart telling us yes, there's miss here gain, and last can see that pullback that to come up again and see that profit taking is still on the stock, and MACD have confirmed a bearish position on for me. If you are in this stock, don't be greedy. Yes, it's an opportunity for people to enter, people that want to think medium and long. For traders that have made money, if I can pull back the information that brought the market here or the earnings we are looking for, because I tell you, no matter information that brought the company to where it is, if the earnings it does correspond to that their position, when earnings comes and it doesn't meet what the market is expecting, it will faster for that stock to correct. But when the earnings come and it beats expectation, and that will also reflect on what on the price. And I believe that what we are seeing this period now might not impact much on the earnings of many companies, because in terms of cost, I believe that since we're already in the last month of second quarter, we expect that this also contributes, even because we have seen improvement in April and also in May. That means the last quarter with the high cost of things, I believe that it will affect earnings much for those companies until you see the figure. That is not just assume until numbers come and figure. That also guide the investment decision for that. For me, if you're an internal, you have made profit, kudos, take a profit, and also why those that want to take advantage of the pullback to buy, because this stock has not been available. There's no, it depends on your investment objective. If you are those that want to trade the chart, I want to see the chart to come to strong support level before you buy, hold your cash. But those that want to also see that they're likely to be rebound, take a position. But let's be guided by what with your investment objective in this regard. Yes, we quickly look at what is happening also in FCMB that we are seeing this kind of volume. We look at FCMB to see is the volume telling us something that is underway in this holding company. Let's look at what the chart is saying. If you look at the chart for the chart, you can see that there's a strong no resistance level here, which is around 460. You can see how many times it has touched it. This was apart from when it broke out to almost 5 naira. That was around the February, March, around February before the correction come in March. You can see it. Market has not tested. Last time it tested around 480, but it got to this level. But you can see there's a strong resistance not to break down the T line. It tried that, it came back. As to speak now, it's trading flat on the T line. But MACD telling us on the daily chart that very trend is already like, look at this histogram. But money flow is also looking up around 94. These are the technicals we are seeing on the stock. I'll tell you on the strength of their fundamental in terms of Q1, there's also strength here for chart as we speak now in terms of sentiment. Also seeing that the chart has still remains strong as it's trading above the T line. Let's keep our finger crossed and watch this stock work. Look at it also on the 1 hour chart to see what is happening. In the last 1 hour, the stock has been on the green. There's strength there. I will tell you there's possibility that it will end up close up in the green. For the last 2 or 3 hours, we've seen that it has been flat or maintained 4 naira 58 and 60 kobo as we speak. And MACD is giving us a good sign of what of a bullish direction. As where MACD is now, this we'll call it a bullish divergence we are seeing here. You can see it's coming up. And money flow is also reading almost 98 on the 1 hour chart. Please look at what is this doing on the 15-minute chart. The 15 minute, we can see that it's trading below the T line. That can pull back. That's why you need to. That means tendency of profit takers taking profit in this stock is still there. But that's on the we're seeing on the 15-minute chart. There is sign of pullback already. But other time frame are saying it's still very very strong that it will go up. Let's cross our finger and see what will happen at the end of the day. Because of our time, we'll look at also what is happening in UBA. UBA has been UBA and Access has maintained an uptrend in recent days. What is happening in them? If you look at UBA, then we'll now check Access before we call it a day for the class. I look forward to see you, like I said, in the coming master class. Make our time and join us and see what others have been enjoying all these years. Yes, you can see that on the 15-minute chart, the stock is still very strong, but trading slightly below the MACD, below the T line, sorry, and the MACD is already giving sign of what I've seen a sign of bearishness in the stock on this 15-minute chart. But money flow is looking up. You can see there's still strength in this. Despite the missed technicals, I can see there's still strength in UBA. That means UBA is a stock also to watch. What's UBA? UBA. Oh, but UBA, if you look at the day chart of UBA, I'm seeing a bearish, this is a bullish hammer at this point, but on this formation of kind of a saucer or a plate here, also seeing that there's sign of profit taking in this stock. If you look at MACD also having a divergence. You can see what we are seeing in the histogram here and what is going up now. That's also play with caution. And money flow is looking up to this 77, which is equal for that to look at MACD is a lagging indicator. But let's still keep our eyes on it because we're already seeing a sign here that yes, a signal reversal at this point. We have to keep our eyes open in this all this. Look at UBA in 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart for UBA is bullish. You can see it on the chart. Money flow is looking up 90, which is good. MACD is bullish, and the index is also trading above the T line, which you can see from here. Also trying to form also a saucer or a cup and handle. You can see clearly on this. It's good that we note all this. But finally, because of our time, let's quickly look at what is happening in Access Corp. While we have just a minute to fly, let me quickly record Access Corp now, so we can look at it together and know what to do from here. Especially as the week is coming at end for today. We're seeing on the 1 hour chart, the stock is very strong. Money flow is reading 71 for but we're seeing that also MACD is bearish on it. But still trading slightly below the T line. You can see that it has dropped down, which is not a good sign. More also profit taking is also part of it. But let's look at a day chart for the stock. This chart is still maintaining an uptrend, but also the candlestick time we're seeing there it's a sign of weakness in technical analysis. And there's also, as the price is going up here, you can also see a divergence we are seeing here, which also tell you that you don't be too greedy. This price, the more the stock rally go higher on a longer time frame or for a long period, the sign that it can correct at any given time. You can see where it has crossed the T line and that remain above the T line all this while. Nothing stop you from taking your profit if your profit in assets for a correction will mostly come in access any moment from now. On this note, I say thank you and see you, on Monday in this platform. And for those that are here that are in the Q&A, see you tomorrow in the afternoon. I'll say bye and enjoy the rest of your trading day. See you also on the first of July, hopefully by God's grace. Bye.